Hi guys, it's Mental Health Awareness Week and it's really important now more than ever that we take care of our well-being and our mental health. The Wyke workout team have been working really hard over the last few weeks to put together lots of different workout videos for us to all enjoy. And this week, for Mental Health Awareness Week, they've done a lovely yoga video, which you can find the link below, and take a look and join in and enjoy. Take care.
What we're going to do today is yoga for self-compassion. And the reason why self-compassion is so important right now is because it downregulates and reduces stress. In particular, it helps to make us feel safe from fear and anxiety. And it's very, very supportive and very, very encouraging for where we are at a particular moment. Sometimes we have a negative critic inside of our heads, and this triggers the stress, fight or flight response in your body, where we become our own attacker to ourselves. Now, I will talk a little bit about the psychology and the importance of how self-compassion is really, really important, particularly using mantras and intentions, a kind of mind's protection mantra for yourself. But what we're going to do today is we're going to do lots of joint opening, rolls and circles, okay, chest and heart opening, nice and gentle, okay, and a nice calm flow, all right. So always remember to move into the stretch, do what feels right for you depending on how you are at this present moment. Try to practice non-judgmental curiosity and awareness and mindfulness when you listen to your body. It's really important that you try and feel the strength and the power in your legs and connect with your core. And try to notice the sensations when you practice. That's so important because it will give us that grounding into the here and the now. So we're not thinking about the past and we're not thinking about the future. So let's start with our traditional opening that we've been doing for the past two classes, orientating, grounding and centering. Then we'll set an intention for our practice, a little bit like using a mantra as well. Then we'll do our circling and opening from everything from wrists to hips and neck and shoulders, the sun salutation a couple of times, and then we're going to do a powerful, quite strong but nice and soft and flowy, keep that softness in the flow, okay. We're going to do some high lunges with some heart hugs and some warrior two arm circles and side angle circles. And then we'll come down onto the floor and do some more chest openers, okay? So, self-compassion is really, really important, okay? And self-care and noticing the signs of stress and fatigue and when you need to take things back and pull back is really, really important. So always remember to listen to your voice. So first of all, let's do our orientation, okay? It's where you know where you are in time and space. So orientation makes you feel safe and grounded. So these are tips that you can use at any point when you're feeling anxious. You know, maybe you're in a shop somewhere or you're out in public, and you're trying to follow social distancing and you're feeling a little bit nervous, and this helps you to feel a lot more safe. So when we orientate, we know where we are in time and space. So very, very slowly on the exhale, just look to one side as you rotate your head and just notice the sensations in your jaw and your face and your neck and your shoulders as you do this. And just look around with curiosity and this kind of mindful sort of beginner's mind. You know, notice things in the room around you and then come back to centre, and then always exhale as you look around, as you turn your head, and just see if you can pick something out. You can pick three things of the same colour. You can listen to what you can hear. I can hear a clock, you can hear my voice. Okay, focus on what you can feel underneath your hips, your feet, feel grounded. Can you focus on what is holding and supporting you? That's really, really important. That's your grounding, okay? Just tickle the palate of your tongue, your palate with your tongue, the soft palate just above. Just give it a little bit of a tickle, feel the sensations in your mouth. Lovely, excellent. And see if you can smell anything. I mean, I can smell, you know, the window is open, I can feel the smells coming from outside of the garden, for example. And then as you're focusing at the same time as the contact between your body and the floor and looking around you, just become aware of your lower belly, okay? You lower of your lower belly and then just place your hands on your abdomen. Imagine that you have a balloon behind your belly button. And then we try to practice our breathing. So yoga, we're breathing through the nose and out through the nose. But nice big deep inhales and nice big exhales. We're not controlling our breathing, but try to have some more breath awareness and try to, you know, focus on breathing down into the abdomen so you're triggering your relaxation response. So when we're in fight or flight and we're kind of quite nervous and anxious, our breathing's really short and shallow up here. So try to smooth it down and feel the contact, feel the expansion and contraction into your hands. That's nice, lovely. Right, so let's come to an intention. Okay, now that we've done our orientating, grounding and centering, is a wish for your well-being. So just notice in terms of your mind and your thoughts, if it's a car, how fast is it going? What's the quality of your thoughts today? Have they been positive or negative? Don't look for reasons why, just check in and notice. Notice is really important. Non-judgmental, curiosity, but with kindness. And just check in with your emotions as well, your heart centre, how you've been feeling today. Just a snapshot, not looking for reasons why, non-judgmentally. And this can be the basis of your intention for the practice, or even, okay, you could come up with a mantra that you can repeat as we do the movements. So if you're feeling that you want to be, you're not feeling too confident today, maybe you could use I am strong, for example. Or do you feel, you know, a little bit sort of, you know, all over the place and disorientated and a little bit scattered in your brain and you can't settle? Maybe I am grounded, for example. Maybe you've been feeling sort of nervous and anxious, maybe I am peaceful. Or maybe you've been feeling a little bit sort of negative with yourself, you know, being harsh on yourself, so maybe I accept myself. So think of one of those little mantras, intentions, beginning with I am. And just repeat that. And you can keep that one for the practice. So as we do the movements, you could perhaps go, inhale, I am, and then exhale, peaceful. Okay, lovely. So what we're going to do now then, because self-care is so important, we're going to do a little bit of an explanation of what we can do in terms of your toolkit to help you feel safe and grounded. Just a little bit of a section, and then I will do a little bit of a demonstration, what will really, really help you. So, if you're feeling this is a bit of a challenge, the here and now, the good thing that you could ask yourself is, what do you need right now to feel safe? Okay, so you can use your mantra, your intention. So if you're really finding it a challenge, you can name the emotion that you're feeling and use a soothing tone that a friend would use to you if you was having a hard time. For example, you could say to yourself, I'm feeling anxious. Remember what we said last week about soothing touch? You can place this soothing touch because it releases the good feel-good hormones, whether it's here or here or here, okay, or fist and hearts to feel protected and strong, but also that kind of kindness. And if you've got a difficult emotion that's inside your body, okay, you might feel the tension in your stomach, you might feel a little bit of hollowness in the heart. Again, that's soothing, supportive touch. Just gently place your hands there to help you. Okay, these are resourcing techniques. And also you can redirect your attention. Remember we talked last week when we talked about using senses such as oils, listening to sounds, picking 3 things that are colours, you know, tickling the inside of your mouth, smells, sights, yeah. And also we're going to do something called a BBB, okay, it's called Body, Breath and Being. Okay, so this is helping you to regulate your emotions. So let's come to a standing position. Okay, and what we're doing is we're focusing on the contact between the body and the floor, but also on our belly breathing, which takes you furthest away from your head, and it really, really helps you to cope with difficult emotions. Okay, so it's like a quick, spontaneous thing that you can do. So, come to a standing position, come into mountain pose. Remember, mountain pose is one of our home bases. You know, it helps us to explore the importance of good postural alignment and that balance between left and right side of the body. So you can close your eyes or just have a nice soft gaze and just feel the ground underneath your feet. And just do a little bit of an exploration. Just feel your left foot, your left big toe, your left pinky toe and the toes in between. All the pads and balls of that left side of the foot, the arch of the foot. Feel your heel against the floor. Feel the left side of the foot and the right side of the foot. And then just feel the whole of the left foot. So you're just exploring your foot and the contact of the foot with the floor, and then move to the right side again. Feel the right big toe, right pinky toe and the toes in between. Maybe the spaces in between the toes and the tips of the toes, maybe even the fingernails of the toes. If you've got shoes on, you can explore maybe, you know, what you're wearing, you know, the pressure of the foot, the sock, the shoe. Obviously we practice yoga in bare feet. It really helps to ground you. Really good tip there. Do that in nature as well. Standing on grass and lovely weather and sand really helps to ground you. And just explore all the different spaces and the contacts that you've got with that right foot on the floor, finishing with the heel and then all of the foot. So all you're doing is you're exploring the sensations, and then notice how your body is. Any sensations of tension or tightness. Put a spotlight to where you find it. Any tingling, any temperature. Just notice, not wanting to change anything or fix. Just imagine that you're at the airport and you've got a scanner like a, you know, like a light going down. It's going down, you're just checking in. Okay, and then tune in with your breathing. Tune into the rhythm of your breath. You're not trying to change the breath, but just notice with your hands, feel the inhale and the exhale as it comes in, as it comes out. Just notice each rise and fall. Nice deep inhales, nice deep exhales. And as you're doing this, keep focusing on your feet, keep focusing on your breath, your hands on your belly, and then just slowly let go of that attention. Just allow your mind to be as it is. All sensations, all sights and sounds, all smells, all emotions, all thoughts, just let them come and go. Just become aware of everything without getting involved. Just try to feel relaxed and present and aware. Just simply be. So there you go, there's a little bit of a resourcing technique to regulate your emotions. So we're going to start with our practice. Let's come onto a seated. Okay, we're going to start first of all with working with our wrists. So we're going to circle everything and just open up all the tension that gets trapped in our bodies. Because we're trapped in our houses, we're trapping the tension, the fight or flight tension in our body that way. So let's just start first of all with some nice head circles. So inhale one to one shoulder and exhale down. And then up. Try to keep your spine long and your chest lifted. Just going backwards and forwards, half circles. Exhale down and inhale up. And just focus on the sensation. Just notice what you feel. Keep focusing on physical sensation in this practice. It helps you feel grounded. It helps you feel safe. It helps you feel secure. Just go in your own time with your own breath and just do what feels right for you. Nice, and then you can maybe do full circles, but try to just lift your chin rather than dropping your head back. Nice big circles. Do them one way a few times and then the other in your own time. Just focus on any tension, not trying to change anything, not commenting on it. Just noticing what's here, right now. We're practicing mindful awareness. And then just reverse. And if you've been sat down all day today and you've been studying, home study, this is nice, it gets all that tension out of you. Just remember to have a good postural alignment, shoulder over hips, lifting that hips, you're not sagging, you're not collapsing, you've got that, imagine that your spine is like a stack of golden coins. Lovely. And then place your hands on your shoulders and then draw some nice big circles, really nice and big, really, really nice and big. Just opening up the shoulders. Nice and big. And we won't forget our wrists neither. They're getting a little bit of tension in there, I imagine. And then reverse. Nice big shoulder openers. If it helps, you can do some nice big shoulder shrugs, so you can inhale as you lift up and then exhale, breathe out through the mouth. Inhale up. Inhale up. Inhale up. Just let all that tension go. Inhale up. And let's do some nice big seated circles. Bring your chest all the way forward and arch, round your back as you come back. So exhale down. Heart towards the floor. Inhale, really arch your spine so we get some nice bit of mobility there into the spine, into the waist, sides of the waist, into the hips, nice big circles, and then reverse. Exhale down, inhale up, exhale down, inhale up. Don't worry if you don't know when to breathe, just breathe. I'll cue you a little bit, just don't worry, as long as you're not going purple. Yay! Keep it going, nice big circles, lovely. And let's do our wrists, okay? So let's just interlace our fingers like that and just give them a little bit of it like this. Ooh. Just give them a good circle. And then we'll do our fingers a little bit, just give them a little bit of a stretch rather than a circle. So just place your palm facing outwards and just very gently holding onto your fingers, nice big inhale and exhale, just gently pull the fingers back with your arm outstretched and then release, and then do the opposite side. Exhale, gently pull your fingers back and release. And let's get into the hips. Woo! Let's get into these hips here. They get a little bit sticky, don't they? Warm days like these, a little bit sticky. So come into table touch, remember not to collapse, push the ground away with you, jazz hands, okay, knees under hips and wrists underneath your shoulders if you need to. If you feel as though you've got a little bit of tension, you can always place your heel of your palm on your rolled up mat. Okay, so we'll just do some little bit of cat-cows and some circles, but imagine that you've got a big hula hoop around your waist. Ooh, just circle one way and then the other, big hula hoop. Push the ground away. Just mobilising all of your joints today. Whoa. We won't forget our ankles. And then reverse. Keep pushing that ground away. Circle in the way that it feels nice for you. And then let's go into the hip joint. So this gets really sort of like, so you're going to get into your fire hydrant pose and just see if you've got a Sharpie pen on your knee. Just draw a big circle a few times one way and then the other. Woo! Just get it all going. And then reverse. Just try and keep your balance if you can by keeping everything, your hands nice shoulder distance apart. And then the opposite side. Circle, circle, circle. And then reverse. Nice. Ooh. So, what do we do about our ankles? Well, we can come to a seated position. Just bring one leg forward. Interlace your fingers. Just pull your thigh in towards your chest, nice and tight, and just give them a nice big circle. Ooh, plenty of cracks there for me. So you do it a few times one way, and then the other. Circling it all out, just loosening up the joints. Ooh. And then opposite side. Oh, joint rolls are nice. And then opposite way. So, we're going to come into our sun salutation now before we do our standing postures and come down to the floor before our cool down. We do a nice self-compassion, nice meditation. You don't have to have blocks if you don't have them. If you've got like a really, really hard back book like a dictionary, you can put elastic bands around them, a little bit of a top tip there. But if you want one, okay, so we're going to come to the front of our mat, we're going to stand in mountain pose. So if you remember, your mountain pose is so important. This is our home base, helps us to be connected, okay. Try to, when we do this posture and then when we come into the flow, that you feel the strength and power in your legs and tilt your core up towards your head. So let's start anyway. So bring your big toes to touch and your heels slightly apart. Press your big toes and your big toe mound into the floor and pull your pinky toes back and feel your arches lift. To feel the grounding sensation of that action, where you feel there's a nice little bit of a drag coming in there, pulling your kneecaps up, okay. Tilt your lower abdomen up towards your head to access the core. Remember, we talked about your core. Whatever is going on that's crazy in the world outside, if you can access your core, you can access agency, a sense of empowerment and control. Lots of these poses today are all about empowerment and you bringing everything back to yourself so you feel as though you've got a bit of control in your life. Okay, open up your shoulders and shoulder blades back. Arms either side of you. So this is our home base, mountain pose. So call to mind the image of a mountain. Think about how strong it is. So your mantra here could be, I am strong, I am grounded. Lovely. So let's start with our sun salutation. So we're coming to a high sun salutation and lift. Exhale, fold from your hips, bend your knees with a flat back and take your fingertips towards the floor. Really focus on that sensation. Right, press your feet down and come into a half lift. Feel the action in your legs, feel that strength and that groundedness. And exhale, come down. Okay, and then take one leg back, so you're coming into a low lunge and drop that foot. So the front knee is directly over the ankle. Okay, your shoulder is over your chest. Nice big inhale, open up in cactus arms. Squeeze your shoulder blades together, open up that chest, so we're opening up the heart area, the area of compassion and love, lovely. And then exhale, fold, bring your hands down either side of your front foot. And we're going to come into a low, we're going to come into reverse push up, bring the other knee back, shoulders over wrists, jazz hands, knees hip distance. Very, very slowly squeeze your elbows tight towards your chest and come all the way down like a falling straight rod. Place your hands beside your lower ribs, press your hips into the floor. Really feel that sensation and contact between your body and the floor as you squeeze and lift up on the inhale, your elbows together and your shoulder blades, okay? Then tuck your toes under on the exhale. You can come into either child's pose, take your hips back towards your heels, place your forehead on the floor, really focus on that sensation of the contact of your head. Or tuck your toes under, make sure your hands are wide, jazz hands, feet hip distance apart. And come into downward facing dog by pressing your chest back towards your bent knees and your thighs with your hips high into this upside down V. So if you're rolling over your shoulders are rolled over your wrists, bend your knees as much as you can to push your chest back. Lovely. Okay, so as we come forward, then we're going to come back into that low lunge again. So see if you can bring this foot back into the front. Drop that knee, again that back knee over ankle. Imagine you've got headlights on the front hip points so they're nice and square. Nice big inhale, open up the chest. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Fingertips to the front of the mat. Bring the back leg forward. So you've got bent knees, chest, belly to thighs, okay, nice. Come into your half lift, press your feet down, feel the power in your legs in that half lift, chest forward, spine long. Exhale, bend your knees, fingertips to the floor, and really push, root to rise, feel the power in your legs, feel the contact between your body and the floor. As you come into that high mountain again, powered up, root to rise, and then exhale, hands to set prayer centre. So lovely. Let's do that the opposite side. Nice big inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold from the hips, flat back, bend your knees, belly towards bent knees, okay. Half lift, press into the floor, feel that extension, that lift and lengthen into your L shape. Exhale down, bring the opposite leg back this time to the last one you did. Drop that knee, hip points facing forward, knee over ankle. Inhale, squeeze open your chest from the front. Exhale, fold the flat back, frame your front foot, bring the other knee back towards the other one. So we're going to come into reverse push-up, shoulders over wrists. Or you can come into high plank if you want to really work on your core and your empowerment and agency. So as you lift your knees, make sure that your tailbone is going towards the back wall and that you're lifting the backs of your knees and you're not sagging. Drop your knees down or up. Exhale, elbows tight towards the chest. Reverse push-up, chaturanga. Press your hips into the floor. Really focus on that contact between your body and the floor. And on the inhale, squeeze your elbows together like there's a magnet between them. Tuck your toes under. Okay, really focus on pressing into your fingers, especially your middle fingers and your index finger and your thumb. Trying to press into the heel of your palm, feet hip distance apart. Child's pose or push back. Push back into downward facing dog. Lovely. Nice. And then you're going to see if you can take this leg forward. So you come back into your high lunge. Drop that knee. Inhale to come up. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Frame your front foot. Back leg to front foot. Belly on thighs. Press down in and come into your half lift. Chest lengthening, spine forward. Exhale, fold. And really press, root down to rise all the way up. Hands all the way up towards the ceiling. Really lift and lengthen and exhale down. Beautiful. Now we're going to move into our first high lunge, okay? So take your right leg all the way back, as far as it will go, balancing on the ball of that back foot. Both your hip points square to the front, that knee directly over the ankle, okay? So we're going to come into a nice flow. Just listen very carefully and really focus on sensation and the power in your legs and the power on everything rising up from the floor. So you're really opening up, chest lifted. Okay, so nice. So we're going to hug here, okay? And on the inhale, we're going to straighten that front leg. But try and squeeze your thighs towards the midline. Power into that leg. So we're doing some squeeze and release to release that fight flight tension. Okay, so there's your inhale. Exhale, hug. Okay, bend your knee and see if you can come at a diagonal. So you're moving from your hip crease. Okay, inhale, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Squeeze your thigh muscles. And exhale. Inhale. Open up that heart centre. Exhale. Give yourself a nice big hug. Inhale. And exhale. Feel the power and the strength in your legs. Really squeeze as you lift and lengthen, as you straighten your legs. And exhale. And then we're going to come into Warrior 2. So as we come into Warrior 2, drop that back foot. So it's the edge of that foot is parallel with the short side of the mat, and this front foot it's parallel with the long side of the mat. Knee over ankle, okay? Really important. So we're going to think about the power in our legs here. Really hug muscle to bone, okay? Sink into that front knee over the ankle. Make sure that knee is going out to the side, not coming in. Nice and strong. Really focus on your core. Tilt your lower abdomen up towards your head. Feel that power and agency. That control there, you have got it, okay? And think about how strong this pose is as you push your arms out. Chest open, shoulder blades down the back. So really strong here, but relaxed upper shoulders. Okay, lovely. So really think about how strong and grounded you are in this posture, okay? On the inhale, as you lift your arms up, squeeze your thigh muscles, feel the power in your legs. Exhale, come back down into your Warrior 2. Okay, inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Squeeze. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Squeeze those muscles tight and exhale down. And then we're going to come into side angle. So we're going to place this elbow over the bent knee onto the thigh muscle here. Okay, and then sweep that back arm nicely round. So what we're going to do is we're going to do some lovely circles, keeping that idea of joint opening going. So as we take the arm up, straighten your front leg on the inhale and squeeze the thigh muscles. And as you bring it down on the exhale, bring your knee directly back over that front ankle. Okay, keep that chest, rotate, keep rotating this chest up. Feel that long line of energy, really press down into that back foot, really press down into the front foot, really feel that energy rising. Inhale up, squeeze those thigh muscles and exhale down. Inhale up, squeeze and exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down, flow. Really feel that power in your legs. Inhale, really feel strong, really grounded. Down. And last time, inhale up and release. And we're going to come into a wide-legged position. So we're going to come into, okay, so legs nice and wide, almost wrist width apart. Bring your toes in towards each other, slightly pigeon-toed. If you've got blocks, have blocks ready. Like so, doesn't matter if you don't have them. So we're going to come into a wide leg forward fold, really stretching these fight or flight muscles that are, you know, twitching, ready to fly away, but we can't. We're stuck in the house. So nice big inhale, lift and lengthen, back, arch your back, lift and lengthen. Okay, squeeze and hug thigh muscle to bone. Feel the power in your legs. Okay, and fold with the flat back from your hip crease. Fold, 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 and you can place your hands on the blocks. Okay, otherwise you can place your hands on the floor. Now, and like so, but keep your chest lifted and your spine long and your neck in line with your spine. Really squeeze and hug muscle to bone on those thigh muscles. Feel that power in your legs in this stretch. Then place your hands on your hip crease. Use your core strength, that sense of power and agency. Really pull it in. And inhale to prepare, and use that exhale to lift and lengthen. Really feel that powerful core strength lifting up. Nice, beautiful. Okay, so we're going to do that float on the opposite side. So I had that foot forward, which was my left. Obviously, if you're watching on Facebook Live, that will be a challenge. So I'm going this way now. So remember, when we're in high lunge, both our feet are at 12 o'clock, knee over ankle. Okay. Balancing on the ball of that back foot. You're in your hug here, opposite arm this time, okay, and then on the inhale, really squeeze your shoulder blades together as you really hug muscle to bone. Exhale, hug. Inhale, squeeze legs. Exhale, hug. Inhale, really feel that core working and lifting as you move into your little slight 45-degree angle. Squeeze. Exhale, bend and release. Squeeze. Exhale, bend and release. And one last time, squeeze. So we drop that foot now. So we're coming to our warrior. Heel to arch alignment. In line with the short end, in line with the long end. Okay. Hug muscle to bone. Really powerful, grounded, powerful legs. Squeeze them tight. Okay, so shift yourself to the side, lift our lower belly up, shoulder blades down the back, push the ground away from you. Check that knee is not coming in, pull it over towards your pinky side. So really feel strong and grounded in this pose, okay, lovely. So we're going to do our nice big inhale, squeeze your legs together in your thigh muscles, and exhale, check that knee over the ankle, inhale. Exhale, so remember, always squeeze as you straighten. Inhale, squeeze, exhale. Last time, inhale and exhale. And then we're going to come into our side angle. Remember, push down into that back leg, nice strong thighs. Okay, so we're keeping that chest as we come into this nice long line of energy, placing the forearm on that thigh muscle there. Nice long line of energy coming all the way up, pressing down that outer edge of that foot. Okay, so as we take our arm up, press and squeeze your thigh muscles together and exhale, bend as we come down. Keep rolling the shoulder up, keep rolling the chest up towards the side of the room. Squeeze and exhale down. Try not to collapse into it. Push, use your core strength to keep your chest lifted. Lift, inhale and exhale. Squeeze those thigh muscles and exhale. Squeeze and exhale. And squeeze and exhale. So we come to the front of our mats, come to Samas find your mountain pose, come back to that strength, tilting the pelvis up, feel the power in the legs, shoulders open. So we're going to come into ragdoll, but interlace your fingers behind your back, feet hip distance apart, parallel like train tracks. Squeeze your shoulder blades together, interlace your fingers. If that feels uncomfortable, just grab opposite elbow. Lift to lengthen, spine long, nice chest opener. Bend your knees as much as you need. Fold with the flat back from your hip crease to take your belly towards your thighs. Tilting your tailbone up towards the ceiling, heavy head, and taking your hands up. Otherwise, just grab your wrists like so. So we're coming into this deep chest shoulder opener. Okay, nice mudra, and then release, and then we're going to come onto the floor and we're going to come into something called scorpion twist. Okay, so it's a nice chest opener, but it also, so it's a nice twist as well. Twists are quite energizing and calming at the same time. So I'm placing this hand next to my chest. Okay, I'm taking this arm out to the side. Okay, and what we're going to do, whatever feels comfortable for you, you can roll onto your hip and stack your legs as you roll back, or you can take the opposite leg to arm, lift, flex your toes, exhale, and roll back. Okay, roll back. If it feels uncomfortable or if there's any pain, okay, just ease off. Remember, we only move into the stretch. So we focus on that sensation. Remember, yoga is really about effort and ease, that nice balance, so we don't push ourselves. About 60% effort, we're just moving into a little bit of a stretch. So this moment you feel any twinges or numbness or prickling or pins and needles, just ease back from this. Scorpion twist, chest opener, and then release, and then we do the opposite side. So we exhale to twist. Okay, so you can roll onto your hip, stack your legs, or opposite leg, and there you go. Oof. Make sure your ear is on the floor, that it's not hovering, you don't want any tension in your neck. And just focus on that sensation again, ease back if it's painful. So you've got a really deep chest and shoulder opener, really good if you've been sat down a lot today, and you've been working over a computer or a tablet or anything. And then release. So we're going to come into our last chest opener because of the theme of yoga for self-compassion, and we're going to do a nice mindful meditation. So we're just going to come onto our backs and we're going to come into bridge. Okay, and then some twists. Okay, so feet hip distance apart, parallel like train tracks. Don't worry if you can't tickle your heels. Okay, arms either side of your body. So what we're going to do, really focus on the grounding sensation. I like to lift on an exhale because I'm focusing on pulling that powerful core in, zipping it up. Okay, so press into your feet. Okay, try to roll your thighs in rather than let them splay out. Roll your thighs inwards, press the feet into the floor, lift your hip points as high as you can on the exhale. Really zip up and tuck in your lower ribs as you press, 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 press. Really, really squeeze the glutes, push the feet into the floor, interlace the fingers behind your back if that feels comfortable, and then roll onto the outside edges of your shoulders so that your chest comes up towards your chin. So try to relax the back of your head into the floor, but really push down in towards your feet. Okay, so you're in a really big chest opening posture. You should feel the power and energy in your thighs and your feet because they're pushing into the ground to give you that lift. And you really see if you can sense that your core, that tucking in, that zipping up of the core. So it's not, you're not pooching it out, you're tucking those lower ribs in. And then unclasp your fingers, and then very, very slowly, one vertebrae at a time, from your neck all the way down towards your hips, slowly lower down. So let's come into a nice counter position. On the exhale, squeeze your thighs in towards your chest and just rock a little bit from side to side. And just focus on that sensation between your body and the floor. Take your arms out into a T position and we'll do a nice settling twist. Twists are always very nice to reset the spine after we've done a nice big back bend, such as bridge, and very slowly exhale, drop your knees all the way over to one side, keeping your shoulder blades flat to the floor. If you want to place a hand on the opposite knee, just to give that little bit of extra guide, just focus on that sensation that's any stretch down the side of the body, and focus on your contact between your body and the floor. And then use your core strength as you lift core to centre, and then drop to the opposite side, shoulder blades flat to the floor. Do whatever feels right. You can place the hand wherever you want. You can look in the opposite direction if your neck feels comfortable. And then bring your knees to chest one last time. See if you can kiss your knees. Oh, pull them in, kiss it, you can kiss your knees. Give them some love. After all, it's self-compassion day today. And then let's come into Shavasana. So it's a warm day today. If it's a cold day, put a blanket on, put an eye mask on, just completely relax. And I'm just going to take you through a guided meditation. So I'd like you to listen very carefully to the sound of my voice and the words. Just ask yourself if you can be 5 or 10% more comfortable than what you are now. And just allow your body to soften into the floor as I take you through this guided relaxation. As a resourcing tool for groundedness, to help you be present in the here and now. Be aware of the floor, and with the qualities of mindful awareness and the attitude of appreciation, just notice what the support the ground is providing for you. And just tune into these sensations. Just linger in the places of steadiness, the body rooted. And if the mind wanders, as it will, as it naturally does, try not to follow any thoughts or impulses or sounds. And patiently, again and again, just bring your attention back to the physical contact between your body and the floor. And allow this to be your resource every time you become distracted. Just coming back to the points of contact. In this present moment, feeling your heels against the floor and your hips, your hands and your shoulders and your head. And feel the weight as an anchor. And be open and responsive to this experience at this time, at this moment. And just know that you are cultivating your own well-being. And that you're wishing yourself well in the here and now. By dropping inside of your mind phrases of kindness and wellness, and just notice what comes back. May I be safe and well. May I be peaceful. May I live with ease and kindness. And just try to notice with non-judgmental curiosity how it feels to direct phrases of goodwill to yourself. And try to dwell in this warm sense of laying here, just not doing anything, but letting yourself to just simply be. And now to recognise that we are all struggling with the feeling of social distancing and lockdown. Let's see if we can wish more for our own good health by adding the phrase "in the midst of it all" to the end of our phrases. May I be safe and well in the midst of it all. May I be peaceful in the midst of this all. And may I live with ease and kindness in the midst of this. If it feels challenging for you, try to soften, soothe, allow and use a gentle hugging touch to the part of the body where you feel any tension or resistance or battling or strain, and try to soften with each exhale. And then extend these phrases out to everyone else. And maybe even somebody you could think of that may need these phrases at this particular time. May you be safe and well in the midst of this. May you be peaceful in the midst of this. May you live with ease and kindness in the midst of this. And let the phrases drop. And just come back to the sense of the body and the here and now and the breathing. And all points of contact between your body and the floor. And a sense of homecoming. And set an intention again, or come back to your original intention, just to see if you can appreciate and nourish a sense of friendliness to yourself. And for the rest of the week, just notice whenever your inner critic or negative voice is speaking, and remember your friendliness to yourself and others. Namaste. Please like, subscribe, share, comment, and please let people know, because this is for benefit of everybody, to help everyone to get through this particular time